Billy Hatcher, my boy, says localizers used to be better than this when I was a kid, not woke, no buzzwords and just slight mistranslations. Now it's like they change stuff to like gay and socialism. And it's like, that has nothing to do with any of this. What are you doing?
Yep.
God, no one cares about your personal messaging. Okay. It's ridiculous.
Well, right. I mean, it's true.
Yeah, I'm writing a book right now, and in no way, shape, or form am I saying repeal the 19th over and over, even though it should. I don't say it out loud, because
you know what's sad about the localizer situation, though, that this comment brings up is that we've found out, even in recent times, over the past couple of years, that there were games that are considered classic, like Skies of Arcadia, that were actually butchered that we didn't know about. So we still love those games. We have that love and nostalgia, but it's not like we knew. So it goes back so far.
Real quick, this is my alt channel, and my main channel is in danger every day of getting banned as a result of talking with these amazing people very candidly. So please do me a favor and subscribe down below. Helps me out a lot. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Tell me exactly, because I know you've covered it. Tell me what these people are, what they've kind of done, and what the stigma is all of a sudden around anime local.
So we're talking going back years and years and years. So I'll try to wrap it up quickly. But recently, what has happened was English localizers started to melt down over the fact that there is this anime and manga called The Ancient Magus Bride, and they announced that they were doing an AI human hybrid simulpub where they were going to be simul-publishing with, primarily AI, translating. And then you have like basically an AI assistant who's going through the work and making sure the AI is doing things half decent.
Yeah.
But they freaked out over that. And now we're melting down that people are calling them out because, of course, a human being should get a job first. If a human being can do a high quality job at something, that is great. But also, these people cannot be trusted because over the past, it's really gone on for about 8 years or so. There are hundreds of examples of localizers taking creative liberties with anime, with manga, with video games, all of these different things. And they basically view it as, well, I'm doing good because I'm changing things that someone might deem a little bit too offensive, or maybe this could upset some sensitive people. So I'm going to make these minor changes. And of course, sometimes they're, one or two lines. Sometimes they're changing like a whole character's personality. I remember there was a situation where there was a character and they were kind of like a femboy, and they changed the whole entire product so that they ended up being trans. Like, it's these situations where these activists cannot help themselves but make these changes. And so there's been this uprising over the past, I'd say like 2 years. It's gotten pretty strong, this uprising against localizers, and now they are so upset because they are being replaced with AI.
It sounds like they need to be. So like
they do. Yeah. They'll add cringy references, like they'll call people chuds and big brother, and they'll say yeeted, but then sometimes they'll completely change a character's background and a character's backstory because, maybe they make, these sophomoric jokes about the way women look or things like that, and they'll change them, and they don't think it's a problem because they found it offensive because they were triggered over it, but they just completely disrespect the original, source material.
Yeah, and they don't care at all.
Oh, yeah, no, they do not care at all. They think that they are in the right, everybody else is in the wrong. And like, I get it. I don't want AI to be replacing people's jobs, but they have been, given chance after chance, and they just have proven incapable of respecting the material and not taking creative liberties.
It's weird. It's like you would think the original studios, if they changed it so much, like changed a character's entire backstory to be some kind of like weird social movement in the West, you would think that the original studio or something could like somehow have grounds for legal recourse of changing their.
Well, they could, but the thing is like a lot of these companies say, like anime, manga, we're talking about people who only speak Japanese and Japanese companies. So they're hiring these people in the West and they're trusting in them, right? They see their background, they see that they've done maybe tens, dozens, hundreds of projects. So they're putting their faith into them, of course, until they go on social media and they see, headlines saying localizers in another situation, localizers changing more content. And we are starting to see, companies actually taking recourse by focusing on AI instead of hiring people. But unfortunately, the damage has been done. And there have been so many instances. Like we would have hundreds of products taken off the market if it was, if we were taking them off because localizers change things, which is the issue we face now, because it started as, small things like maybe adding in like really Western phrases or cringeworthy terms. And now it's like changing whole characters, changing backstories, all of these different things. I mean, these activists, these localizers themselves are just activists.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's anything, so if it's Funimation, so I've had a problem with Funimation for a long time, and it like pains me because I loved a lot of characters Chris Sabat did for like the longest time, and then of course the thing when Vic Mignogna came out, and I'm friends with Vic Mignogna in real life. We've hung out 100 times together. We're relatively close, not super close.
Whoa! How close?
We don't make out or anything.
Are we talking like hugs under the moon on the beach?
Well, that for sure. Yeah,
I mean that's a given.
No, we smoke cigars every time we go to conventions, and he's there. We always smoke cigars and hang out and drink whiskey. He's a good dude. He's always really nice, and we go out to dinner every time.
He seems like a great guy.
He's awesome. So. And then there's this stigma, and then the Funimation, how they threw him under the bus, and they were making all kinds of shit up about him, and it just left a bad taste in the mouth. And then of course things like this happen, and I just have no respect for Funimation. And it's
funny enough, you're mentioning the Vic situation. One of the larger kick vicars, one of these larger women who, of course, Jamie Markey, she had started a podcast to talk about her experience with him. She's one of the people that's completely melting down over this situation. I mean, we're talking like 30, 40 replies to people a day just saying like, you're sexist, you hate women, you're an awful person. She's melting down over this situation, which is of course is hilarious because I'm blocked by her. I'm blocked by them all. I'm blocked by Monica. I'm blocked by Jamie, but it's funny. But these people are also the individuals, the voice actors and, localizers who are just melting down over it.
Mario Trujillo says another thing is localizers have been caught stealing fan subtitles, translators. These people are just plain evil liars, thieves, and bottom feeders. Thank you, Mario Trujillo. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So let's pull up this first video. And this is Asma Gold, like I said. I think I watch his content. I'm subscribed to his content. I like his content. So this is a person asking a question about the localizers changing things, and this is brutal, by the way. So what listen to this, guys.
Gets asked about how she responds to all the criticism regarding the localization.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of scared to ask this question now because I don't want to bring down the room. So this is directed at Jamie, but all of you can answer.
Go, Jamie, go. I'm excited about it.
So Funimation has come under, let's call it, criticism for how they choose to adapt their scripts for
like
a couple of shows.
Hate. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, unnecessary hate. Got it.
You unfairly.
Thank you.
So how would you like to respond to that kind of criticism?
To the criticism? Like, I have a vagina. Deal with it.
I hate
that. Talented, funny, powerful women. We are out here. It's going to happen. Deal with it. I'm sorry you're not getting laid. It's not about you. Move on. That's my reaction.
So if you have to say I'm a powerful, funny, and talented woman, you're likely not.
Well, right. You don't have to say you're something and reaffirm who you are. People should just know.
And it's funny, they always go to the like you're not having sex like insult. It's like, of
course.
Somebody did that to me today, and I'm like known in circles as being the most sexual deviant person in the world, and people will be like, "You're an incel," and I'm like, "Wait, hold on. I had a New Year's party the other day, and it was crazy. What do you mean? And it's more like it's more like a blanket insult now than it is an actual action. So when people,
yeah, of
people say that,
course.
they don't. It
They
doesn't
just
really
try to
mean it.
find a way to denigrate the person
Yeah.
that is bringing up a legitimate point because they don't have a legitimate retort to it. That's the
Exactly.
problem. Is
Yeah,
they
yeah.
instantly go to, oh, you're a simp, you're a loser, you're a cuck, you're a virgin. It's all of these things. And it used to be funny in the Xbox 360 days because it was just trash talk, but they think that this is a legitimate criticism when of course it's not at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody Slagala says Camelot's girlfriend is beautiful. Some people think she looks like Pippa Pipkin. Yep. That was a good time. It was a fun time a few months ago. Where that I thought I was gonna get freaking killed. I had this I had Pippa Pipkin on my show. She's a VTuber. It was a fun show. She's awesome. I know she hates me now, but it's fine. I still think she's great.
Oh man, you
Yeah.
gotta stop getting everybody to hate you. Twitter hates you, the VTubers hate you, everybody hates you.
All I did, and because I didn't know at the time that VTuber culture was like weird and like strange. And I took a picture of like one of my friends, a girl I train at the gym that like I hang out with all the time in real life. And she's a very pretty girl. She's super in shape, blonde, long hair, pretty girl. And I just put an emoji over her face, and I was like totally not hanging out with Pippa. And it was just like a picture of her like playing with my cat. And obviously it's not Pippa. This girl is like in shape and hot. Come on. Dude, everybody, it was like viral on Twitter for 3 days. People were angry. They're like, how dare you? What did they say? They said, how dare you fake dox her or something? I fake doxed her. And
That's so
they were saying
ridiculous.
I ruined the illusion because now people might think Pippa,
Ooh,
like, what,
the
they prefer her to look like this?
illusion. Right.
What it really was is they were afraid that I would break the illusion that she's not a 12-year-old and she's actually like in her 20s. And it got bad. Pippa DM'd me and was like, dude, are you mad at me or something? And I'm like, no, I did not realize this was an issue. And then she gave me this thing about how I needed to apologize from her
Aw.
management, and I apologized in my own way, and then
In my own way.
and then she hated me even more, and now she hates me, and that's fine. I get it, but like I will say, after everything that happened, I know she's under like a microscope, and I understand that the viewers that she has, and this is what she told me in DMs, the viewers she has are fucking insane. And
there's definitely a pocket of insanity when it comes to anything VTuber. And hey, I mean, all you can keep doing is apologizing.
Yeah. It was crazy. What's up, Fidelio in the chat? How you doing, baby? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's been pretty wild. Let's pull up another one of these anime localizer videos real quick. Hold me. We're only an hour in, and oh god, I can't talk about the Epstein stuff yet. You
gotta give it as much time as humanly possible.
I don't want to get banned, please. So here's another one. I haven't watched this video, but I'm just pulling it up so we can like live react to it. We have 800 people almost watching. Make sure you like the show, give it a little love. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with you, boy. And that we're with Raken's Rumble Rant. We are 340 from Naked Snake. Thank you. In the chat, appreciate you guys. Let's pull this video up real quick. I haven't watched this, so let's see what this is about. Let me pull it up. Here it is, and it's another Asma Gold clip. It's probably all from the exact same video.
Probably, yeah, just broken up.
It's blowing up in Japan now. Good.
So Funimation has come under.
This is the original video.
Criticism for how they choose.
Not about you. Move on.
It's just doubling down. It's crazy.
So it says, I didn't change the context, just acknowledging you're mad about the word patriarchy instead of denying it would help you be less honest. This person responded, says, yes, you did. It changed from people made comments, so I changed to avoid attention, to I only dress that way to satisfy patriarchy demands, and changed because I didn't like how I dressed. You changed the context. Please stop trying to deny it. It's being silly. So yeah. So right. So this is what basically this is how they changed this translation, right? Is that what they're talking about here?
Yes.
So they changed the translation of the anime from people made comments, so I changed to avoid attention. They changed it in the Western anime version.
The patriarchy line.
I only dress that way to satisfy the patriarchy. So 100%, it's completely changing it to force a random ass like popular West woke ass narrative that no one.
Well, that is what has been happening. Is all of these Western terms, Western themes, and things like the patriarchy. It's just so ridiculous, but they keep doing it, and it's like they either don't understand why people are mad, or they have realized, but because they've already gone so far, they just have to keep doubling, tripling, quadrupling down.
Yeah, it's wild as hell.
Admit you're wrong. Let me read what she says. I didn't change the context. Just acknowledging you're mad about the word patriarchy instead of denying would help you be less dishonest. That's the exact problem. You're superimposing your own real world. So like whenever you use modern terms that are referring to modern problems in an anime that's a fantasy world, this is a problem. Sounds like you needed to deal with the fact that I have a vagina. Yeah. I'm sorry, but like this strat got nerfed. I'm sorry, but like this doesn't hit the same as it did in 2020. Nobody thinks this. Nobody cares. Just shut the fuck up. You're part of a hate mob with literal Nazis. You probably should deal with that. Please see the Nazis in this thread.
Like, how is this person employed?
Because
God.
women. She also had came out and said that, oh, it wasn't just me that changed those lines. It's the other men that are part of it too. Why aren't the men taking this criticism as well? It's only me because I have a vagina. Congratulations, you have a vagina. I also have a vagina. I don't use that as some kind of victim card. Like, I have a vagina. I can't take criticism. It's just so ridiculous, but they keep doing it over and over.
Oh, God, it's gross. It's absolutely gross. People in the chat are saying, don't talk about Epstein, bro. Don't talk about Epstein, bro. You're going to yeet my ass. Look, ain't nothing I'm not used to, man. I've been through the ringer on YouTube, getting yeeted every 2 seconds, getting demonetized and whatnot. And we're still able to persevere through Naked Snake and Fight Milk. So it's all good. I ain't worried about it.
I'm just sick, like many people, of the feminism being pushed into these translations by these activists.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
And she looks like a white lady. Is she a white lady?
Yes.
Of course she is. It's always a white lady every time, except for that one Indian lady working on the Star Wars film. That's different.
Right.
But she was
that's Jamie Markey. She is definitely infamous, and yeah, she is a raging feminist.
Oh, I've seen this lady before. Yep, I googled her ass.
Yep.
Oh, God, who cares? Like, I don't understand how these people care so much about Western problem. Like, this is the thing that I find so crazy about this shit is the fact that like you're employed. You lead an organization, you're in charge of all these things. You do all these things in a Western country that allows you to do so. And then you shit all over the Western country that allows you to do so and saying they're the problem. And I'm like, dude, if you were in the Middle East right now, you wouldn't be allowed to go to school or drive. Like what? But like the West is evil.
Yep, the West is evil. Yep, they could be talking about extremely important things going on in other places, as you mentioned, but they're not going to do that because that doesn't really affect them. It all comes back down to their ego and them just being selfish. They don't like the way that movies are going. They don't particularly like some of the dialogue about women in these products. So instead of focusing on something that could better the life of somebody else or actually make a difference, they're more focused on themselves and what really bothers them.
Oh,
it makes them insufferable.